In this lesson, we'll be covering basic switching concepts and configurations. Cisco Networking Academy, Chapter 2. After completing this chapter, you will be able to configure initial settings on a Cisco switch, configure switch ports to meet network requirements, configure the management switch virtual interface, describe basic security tasks in a switched environment, describe security best practices in a switched environment, and configure the port security feature to restrict network access. Switches are used to connect multiple devices together on the same network. In a properly designed network, LAN switches are responsible for directing and controlling the data flow at the access layer to a network resource. Cisco switches are self-configuring, and no additional configurations are necessary for them to function out of the box. However, Cisco switches run Cisco IOS and can be manually configured to better meet the needs of the network. This includes adjusting port speed, bandwidth, and security requirements. Additionally, Cisco switches can be managed both locally and remotely. To remotely manage a switch, it needs to have an IP address and default gateway configured. These are just two of the configurations discussed in this chapter. Switches operate at the access layer where client network devices connect directly to the network. And it departments what uncomplicated network access for users. It is one of the most vulnerable areas of network because it is so exposed to the user. Switches need to be configured to be resilient to attacks of all types, while they are protecting the user data and allowing high-speed connections. Port security is one of the security features Cisco managed switches provide. This chapter examines